What's happening, y'all? What's up, world? Y'all know what time it is, man. It's Sunday morning. It's Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's almost Sunday afternoon. Let me clean the camera a little bit. Get a little clear. You know, we in the garage. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to all the mechanics. Y'all know I'm a lead mechanic over in the garage, but y'all know first and foremost, I'm the ICEMAN. Edagiago over everything. Y'all see the Edagiago shirt. We gonna launch the, we're gonna put the stove back up here soon, but we're not gonna get into that first and foremost. We gonna talk about if you seeing this, it might be too early. You know, ICEMAN is dropped. He beat his drop. I don't know how to say it because I ain't listened to it yet. And what's the other one? Maid of Honor. You feel me? Which I also have not actually listened to yet. And I'm gonna just say the world don't stop, you know, for the ICEMAN. Well, my world don't stop for and that's not a diss, you know, that's no shade. I'm just saying, like, that's why I say if you seeing this, it's too early. You feel me? I'm seeing, you know, the album has opened up within the first 48 hours to lukewarm reviews. I'm seeing a lot of, you know, it was lackluster and stuff like that, which I understand because that's, you know, that, you know, just from listening to something the first pass, you can be like, oh, okay, well, it didn't excite me, it didn't turn me up, you feel me, or whatever. So that's not what I was, it's not what I was expecting. Dig that. But, you know, people acting like they can do deep dives on an album within 48 hours of it being out, as if, like, what are you doing? Like, are you a music analyst? That's what I be trying to figure out. Like, I know a lot of people these days don't have a whole lot to do. Shout out to anybody who's watching this or anybody who's going to be on the rewatch. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit, you know, drop a comment. Make sure you hit the share button, too, and share this with a friend, you know, so they know where you done been. But, you know, so I know, you know, there's no knock on anybody, but I just be wanting to know, like, why people are you a music analyst? Are you an engineer? Are you you know, are you an educated musician? Are you a practice musician? Like, I just be trying to understand where these deep dives come from that people be thinking that they're qualified. Like, why do people think they qualified to give a deep dive within the first 48 hours on something that an artist took 2-3 years to make? You know what I mean? And then I seen some shit where people was well, we was in the Discord, we was talking about this shit where we was yeah, Shrooms got to be in the top 10. What you mean? Oh, we was in the Discord talking about we was rating what's the most popular drugs of choice right now in 2026. What do we think that is? And so shout out to Trilly Vanilli, you know what I'm saying, over there in Joe Budden Discord. But yeah, and I'm just going live real quick because I just needed a break from mixing music. As y'all see, I didn't go outside at all this weekend. I mean, I went outside, but I ain't been outside, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, we got a lot of work to do, and I can't keep putting the work off. I was this close to trading in my MacBook and getting another MacBook, you know, getting something newer. But we got some other things, like y'all say, like y'all know we looking for a spot. So, you know, if any of my friends know some people who, you know, put me in a nice little rental property, you know, y'all know any houses that I can grab, you know what I'm saying, holla at me. Yeah, because I don't necessarily I need to be back in action, you feel me? But regardless, you know, good house is a good house, so that's what we're looking for right now. So I'm trying not to get distracted from the project while looking for a house and planning on what we finna do for the project, because I obviously need another space so we can you know, get our rehearsals and get our production done, you feel me? So we need to rebuild our studio and the garden. Ain't that right, Benji? I say what's up to Benji. Benji over there cooling it. Louis over there cooling it. Got the fan on him back here, feel me? We just cooling it in the garage right now, getting some work done. Actually, we taking a break from doing the work. Most of the actual work don't even happen in the garage. You know what I'm saying? But y'all wait till we build our garage, because once we build our new garage up, it's gonna be something else. So y'all stay tuned for that. But like I say, let's not be, and that goes back to not being in a rush, because I got a bunch of music sitting right now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times what I find myself doing is gauging the way the audience is receiving music these days, especially, you know, because I'm not the biggest artist out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still making music, and I still got something to say, and I still got projects to push. I still got ideas that's gonna work. So I got my mushrooms in my coffee. So I be trying to see, you know, how do y'all receive music, and how do y'all accept concepts, and, you know, how y'all discuss, you know, the information that y'all be getting. Because it's real important to me, because I be putting information in the music. I be on screen dropping little bits, you know, of how I feel about stuff, and opening up the conversation so I can actually see how y'all feel about it, so y'all can know how I feel about it, so we can understand how people of different walks of life see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we were talking about the relatability of Drake, and it was like it's like he's the most relatable, unrelatable artist, and sometimes you get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's rare that you really get that, to be honest, because some people don't know how to see both sides, and some people be saying, like, it's like, this is what it is. Somewhere in this social media era that we've created for ourselves, people have lost the ability to read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything is got to be so literal for people. It's got to be so simple and black and white and straight to the point for some people, because and I don't like to sound condescending when I say stuff like this, but people are very simple-minded with how they receive information and how they retain information. So if you're not just saying exactly what you mean, and you have any double entendre or layered meaning or anything like that, if you leaving it open to interpretation, people are bound, they're almost implored to take it the wrong way or to misinterpret it. You know what I'm saying? I've been noticing that a lot about people. Like they like willfully go for the misinterpretation, because and then they use the justification of, well, if you leave it open to interpretation, can it mean this? Well, do you want it to mean that? Is what I always say. Is that what you're taking from it? Because if that's what you're taking from it, you might want to look at, you know, however you got your world structure, if that's how you receiving this information. Because what I take from it is this, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he's unrelatable. He is relatable because it's like he's got money. People always like to say people get money and they all of a sudden are out of touch. You don't know that somebody is out of touch just because they got a lot of money. I just need y'all to understand that. Like, sometimes and that's what I be saying about reading between the lines. Like, people be claiming that they have empathy and all this stuff, and everybody want to preach empathy. But I never see people practicing it as much as they preach. Like, I don't see, how do I say this? You might be saying something about somebody else having empathy, but you're not having the same amount of empathy that you want them to have. Does that make sense? It goes back to the golden rule. It don't say treat others how they treating you until they treat you how you want to be treated. That ain't what it say. It literally don't. That ain't what the golden rule is. I don't know if y'all realize that. The golden rule is not match energy. It's put out the energy that you want to receive. That's the golden rule. You feel me? The golden rule is literally put out the energy that you want to get back. It's not, oh, they've given you bad energy, so give them bad energy back and hope to get some good. How that work? Think about that. How you think that's gonna work? You feel me? You matching energy, so you putting out bad energy because somebody giving you some bad energy? No, fam, that don't work, man. Come on, man. That don't even make sense. That don't make sense. Two negatives don't make a positive. That ain't the type of math we doing. This is the type of math where you know what it is? This ain't the two negatives make a positive type of math. This is the dilute the negative by over producing positive or over providing positivity. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying aggressively positive, because I can see the silver lining in everything. I can see when people being malicious. I can see when people being manipulative, but I can also see the silver lining in a bad situation. I don't know if y'all seen my interview on the Live Struggle Legacy podcast recently. Shout out to Coach MP, Michael Paul, you know what I'm saying, of the Live Struggle Legacy podcast. And shout out to Angel Soto too, you know what I'm saying, Benton Records, Benton Studios, Benton Lounge, you know what I'm saying, Benton Cafe, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to the Benton conglomerate, you know what I mean. Shout out to Angel Soto, man. That's a real player in the game right there, you feel me? And MP too, you feel me? Y'all need to go subscribe. Go to the, if you hear it now, and if you're on the computer, go open up your tabs, or minimize the window. So I'm still playing. If you're on YouTube, you can minimize the window. So I'm playing right here in the corner of your TV, your phone. If I'm on your computer screen, then open up another tab. If you're on the TV, you just gotta wait. But go to Live Struggle Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Live Struggle Legacy page, hit subscribe, hit the like button on one of the videos. Go find my interview. It's like an hour and some change long, you feel me? But yeah. Need to drink some water, clearly, because I done been smoking my joints and I can see the saliva starting to do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Self-aware, that's all. Just being self-aware. But anyway, yeah, man. Don't listen to music to respond. Can we like come to an agreement on that? Like what Drake said on the album. I don't know if y'all caught, but what he said, something about the fake listeners or the haters. What was it? The fake listeners, the real listeners, and the fake listeners. I thought we had an agreement. Some shit like that. Like, can we make an agreement that we not just gonna be listening to music just to make posts about it? Like, I get it. Like, everybody want to have their viral moment. Everybody want to have, everybody want to look like they is the person who heard it first and, can apply it to their life first. Because, you got those people in the social sphere too, where it's like, oh, see, you ain't really hear what they were saying, bro. See, baby, you don't really feel what he's saying, though. See, you don't really, girl, you don't get it, though. See, you hear what he said there right there? He said that for me. You always get those people, and that's what we do it for. We want everybody to feel like that. But fam, take some time to live with the music, dog. Like, we was in the damn Discord this morning. We was in there to about, well, I went to sleep at like 2:30 this morning. I left the Discord at like 2:30 this morning. But they was in there to like 4:30 this morning. And then I jumped up at like 9, 10 to make some breakfast, and they were back in there. You feel me? But, one of the things we was talking about was that, like I say, people being in a rush to, damn, I forgot what the other point I was about to make, though. I forgot the other point I was about to make. Because I was in the Discord all damn night, mixing music, and in the Discord talking about music. You know what I'm saying? Oh, listening to respond. Like, you don't listen to music to respond, just like you don't listen to people, just you listen to understand. Like, and this is what we, like, I used to read a lot of magazines back in the day. Back when magazines was a thing, you know what I'm saying? I was a kid during the last days of the fucking magazines. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got magazines, don't get me wrong, but, I don't know who any of these writers are. Like, back then, it meant something because we didn't have the internet. It wasn't this strong. Like, we had it, but it wasn't like what it is right now, where you didn't even have to write an article. Like, these days, people still writing articles, but you barely get, like, people reading articles. So articles is kind of like, it's the underlying, explanation for the video that you just watched. But most people are just gonna watch that 30-second to 2-minute video, get the synopsis of the story, watch the person say it from their mouth, and even if it's clipped up, it could be Like, the interview could be all in that damn thing right there, and they might be releasing the 30-minute interview 2 months from now. But you took that 2 minutes and you think that you got the gist of the interview, and now you want to make some clickbait content and you want to comment on what somebody's saying, but you didn't actually get the full conversation. I see that so much these days, where it's like people take the clip of an interview, especially now, because I see people trying to get back into the long form content. They trying to get people to read more. They trying to get people to understand the processes more, because we are on the information highway. Like, people talk about this being like the roughest time and all that stuff. I hear people complaining about how hard it is, and I get it. Like, things is crazy out there. They going to wars and killing kids and women, and destroying communities and civilizations. And I don't understand why we letting it happen when it's the easiest time for all of us as humans to get aligned. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the easiest time to get into alignment that we've ever had, next to not having anything to distract us. You know what I'm saying? And that's another one of those things that we talked about, where it's like, fam, a lot of these quote unquote, a tool can be used as a weapon as well. Most tools can also be used as an effective weapon. It's just that you don't, you know what I'm saying? Because if you misuse a tool, it can hurt you. So if you use a tool properly, but the wrong, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you got a tool in your hand and somebody coming at you and you decide to use that bitch on them, you're probably gonna hurt them. If it's a drill, if it's a screwdriver, if it's a hammer, if it's a crowbar, a tire iron, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they not used to beat up on people. That's not what they made for. You know what I'm saying? You put your hand in the fan, you're gonna hurt yourself. You put somebody else's hand in the fan, you're gonna hurt them, type shit. Does that make sense? And it's the same thing with these phones. It's the same thing with Pro Tools. It's the same thing with, being able to create your own blog. It's the same thing with being able to create your own clothing line. Like, it's the same thing with being able to create your own clickbait content, or your own Tubi movies, or you know what I'm saying? You feel where I'm going with this? Like, people can use these tools as weapons, and they've been doing it. But now is right now we in a time where it's really easy for everybody to use it as a tool. You can use it for fun, don't get me wrong, but in order to have fun, you should be securing everything that's around you so that you feel safe, and that everybody can feel safe enough to have fun, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't shame nobody for what they want to do for fun unless it's hurting other people. That's the only way you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? So if everybody feels safe enough to have fun, that means all the responsibilities is taken care of. And it's so easy for us these days to be able to, we can literally automate our own responsibilities. And I ain't talking about AI, but I am also talking about AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of motherfuckers abusing AI, like, you know how many artists I done seen put out, and I'm guilty of it too, you know what I'm saying? But I see people just blatant, and I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm better than them because I don't use it as much as them, but it's just like, I'm conscious of my use of it. And I see some people just put out slop, and then they call it advertising on top of that. Like, not only did you put out, like, ain't no telling how many, images you ran through, or how many videos you ran through to generate this piece of content that you just created. And then I look at it and I'm still seeing terrible flaws in it. So it's like, you using this, it looked like slop, and then on top of that, it's wasteful. So you're not getting your point across, you're not using it effectively, and you're not using it sustainably. So you're just abusing it. And that's how they weaponize stuff too. They use your ignorance against you. They let you weaponize it. You know what I'm saying? But if we were just a little bit more conscious about our efforts, like, come on, fam, like, I'm an artist for real, so yeah, I'm gonna use it. I might spit my idea. Like, this one thing that I used to do, right? And I got a lot of shit, like, when I first started using AI, just kind of stacked up. So I really ain't had to use it in a while, at least not for this. But it's like, if you spit an idea at it, right? And you really have an actual idea, not using it to generate your idea, you know what I'm saying, then it's the same thing like having a focused group of friends around you. You know what I mean? It's like it'll start laying out and organizing the things that you say and putting it in this order, and then you go, oh no, that don't work for me. I'm gonna do it this way. But like I say, and then you got some people who just use it to generate. You know what I mean? I prefer assistive over generative. But I'm saying all that to say this. These things take time, and that's why they, you know, when you're using AI, unless you're paying for it and unless you're paying like handsomely for it, they put a hell of a throttle on it for that reason too. Because we don't want you, well, you know, some of them are kind of sustainable. So they like, shit, well, we don't want you abusing it. That's one. And we want you to actually be able to utilize it as a tool. Like, we don't want you to just be a stooper and fucking just use it to make stuff and, you know, monetize it. And okay, now you got a system, but you're not learning nothing. You're not an artist for real. And I see a lot of like people who consider themselves to be artists for real or creatives for real, or people who support the creative space, using and abusing AI for little minute, minuscule, well, not even minute. It seemed like it's minute, but it's actually something that could be big if you collaborated with another entity. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is y'all putting out these trash ass AI flyers when you can call somebody in the community or call one of your friends and go, I know you're still doing graphic design, throw this together for me. Even if you use some AI to do it, just make sure it's perfect. Make sure you, like, I can't tell you, like, it used to be, I used to hate, and I try not to use the word hate, but I'm getting off subject here, but I'm just going into what I, you know, because things to me sometimes don't necessarily just be, like I say, it don't necessarily be surface level shit. Like when I listen to Drake, Jay-Z, Larry June, 2 Chainz, certain people give me hints and tips. Ross, you know what I'm saying? They give me hints and tips on the industry and how it's working. Future, but you got to really be listening to the words to understand what motherfuckers be saying and what they be talking about when they say it. Because it'd be more than just surface level personal shit. Like, they'll tell you how people are consuming shit. You know what I'm saying? And I done lost my train of thought again because I get on these tangents. That's how it is. That's why I need to have my notes. Where was I going with that? I was going somewhere good with that one. But like I say, hey, the train done left the station. Because I don't write these things down because streaming is not really what I'm usually doing. I'm usually making music, which I'm always writing down because that's where the organized thoughts actually go. But like I say, we always discuss this type of stuff. Like, everybody want to be an analyst, and everybody want to listen to respond, and everybody want to consume stuff just to respond. Oh, that's what it is, the overusage of the AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can collab with somebody in your community. You can collab with somebody who, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be like. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting sidetracked because, oh, that's why I was going. The flyers. It used to really piss me off when I used to see people doing shows locally or, you know, outside, because it's always a local show or independent show, I should say. I don't like to say local, like an independent show, because when you say local, people automatically think that you're talking about your hometown, and I don't be talking shit about my hometown. I love my motherfucking hometown. But usually when I say locally, I'm usually talking about a homegrown grassroots show, and I go to grassroots homegrown shows all over the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't always broadcast where I be at. If you know me, you know that. You feel me? So I could pop up anywhere and just to see what the scene is like up here. You know what I mean? I've always done that. If I'm in Atlanta, I might just walk into the bar. I don't care where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in Tennessee, you feel me? If I'm in Mobile, Alabama, you know what I'm saying? If I'm wherever I'm at, if I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in Orlando, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in Tuig, I ain't gonna be in Tuig. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna roam. That's what I do. Like, I'm gonna find my way around. I'm gonna see what my surroundings is. And I'm gonna see what the people got going on. Because I'm a person. You know what I'm saying? So, collaborating. Yeah, it used to piss me off when I knew that, you know, an independent show was happening and I didn't see the artists on the flyers, but I see Jeezy on the flyer, or I see Melissa Ford on the flyer, or, you know, Amber Rose, or, you know what I'm saying, Wiz Khalifa. It's like you see people who you know are not gonna be there. And people used to be, oh, well, you know, we playing their music. Oh, okay, that's cool, but what about the person who's performing? Why y'all don't throw them on the flyer? What about the DJ who's there spinning every night? Why y'all don't throw him on the flyer? Why don't do a photo shoot and get some real graphics done and, you know, do some real promo? And then there's, you know, you won't just be a promoter, you actually be a marketing company, and the club will really want to pay you for it. And you'll lock this shit in for real. Not that I'm trying to be a consultant for your business, but I want to see the music scene pop properly. You know what I'm saying? And when you coming from where I'm coming from, they always tell you it ain't no music scene around here, the clubs ain't this, and it's for this reason and that reason. But if you reverse engineer all that, they don't have no excuses. Shout out to 3 Generations Food Truck and Eatery, you know what I'm saying, Coasis Restaurant, because $1 Million Mill, you know what I'm saying, I forget her wife's name, but shout out to them, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the Gardeners, you feel me? They just won the food truck battle. You feel me? I've been a motherfucking loyal customer over there. I don't care if I got to send somebody to get the plate or whatever. It's been a minute too, so I need to go over to Coasis. I'll probably do that. You know what, Mama? We need to do we need a new brunch over at Coasis, Mom. That's what we need to do, Mom. If you're watching this, brunch at Coasis, you already know the drill. Oh, let's take Marley to Coasis. My niece graduating. Shout out to the graduates, you know what I'm saying, this year too, and my nephew Avery, he graduating this year too. So hey, we might all need to go to Coasis. It's a stretch, you know what I'm saying. It's in Tampa, you know what I'm saying. So y'all gonna have to leave St. Pete, but shit, I'm gonna have to leave where I'm at. You feel me? So we all gonna have to make that little hour drive for the babies. You feel me? They ain't babies no more. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it always used to just piss me off that I would never see people who gonna be at the club or at the show on the flyers. And it's the same thing these days, and it's really just getting worse. Like, yo, what up, Jay Morris? Jay Morris in the building. Oh, all right. You did that then. Yeah, I'm over here just talking about, you know, how people be in a rush to give reviews on music. You know, 24, 48 hours ain't even passed, and everybody want to talk about how the ICEMAN album is trash, or how it's not great, or how it should be a classic, or it's a 6 or a 7 or an 8, and all this extra shit. And how they want to analyze it like they music analysts and like they journalists and all this stuff there, which is cool if you're in training, I get it. Everybody doing their thing and living their life. But I just wish people would take some time to enjoy the music. So I'm trying to see if I can get an agreement with the people of the world to just enjoy this shit a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? We living in some of the most beautiful times. I know it's a crazy time, right? Like, it's a lot of ugly shit going on. But, you know, we living in one of the most beautiful times of this planet, where it's like we got the opportunity to learn everything we need to learn to improve shit that we want to improve. And really all it takes is a little bit of effort. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. Yeah, he did drop 3. He dropped 3 albums at once, bro. 3 albums at once. So there's no possible way that anybody has had the time to really sit with those albums properly. And of course, my range of saying sit with something properly is not everybody sitting with something properly. Some people feel like they can listen to it 1 time, 2 times, and they get the full gist of it, like they've done read a book. But I don't really feel like, you know, I can't do that. I'm gonna just say that. Yeah, just to control the algorithms. You know what I mean? That's why I named this episode, you know, if you seeing this, it's too early. You feel me? Like, obviously I'm using the ICEMAN tag so y'all, to get y'all attention. I'm honest with that type shit, you feel me? But it's not to control the algorithm, it's to push this into the algorithm as well, because you're gonna get a lot of people who tugging on Drake nuts. You're gonna get a lot of people who hate Drake. You're gonna get a lot of people who right in the middle who just think that they, like I say, music analysts. But you're not gonna get anybody who's saying, hey man, stop being a fucking computer. Stop trying to be the computer. Stop trying to beat the computer at being a computer. You a human. Enjoy your time on this planet. Like, it's okay. Like, even though I got y'all on the phones right now, whatever device you watching me on, like, eventually you should disconnect from this device that you're looking at me on and enjoy some of the things that you've seen on said device. Like, listen to the music, ride around with your people, go see a few things, go get some groceries. Even if you just going outside to stretch and breathe, drink some water in the sunshine, you feel me? Like, because I ain't do nothing this weekend outside of mixing music, writing music, organizing, you know what I'm saying, looking at the budget, making a plan for how we gonna, script out this project for the album. So there's no need for me to get caught up in what's going on outside. Oh, Drake just dropped. Did you hear it when you went out this weekend? Like, I gotta hear what they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them clout chasey, clickbaity, FOMO having. I just heard the album. I got to go see if they're gonna be playing it this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see how the crowd respond to this shit. Cause all this shit take time. You feel me? Back when all this shit was created, not, in the ancient times, it took a while for you to be able to consume this shit, live with it. You know what I'm saying? Go take a picnic with it. Go hear it at the skating ring. You know what I'm saying? Hear it in the parking lot somewhere. Hear it at Target. You know what I'm saying? Certain songs might, because, it's certain songs at the album that's going to play at your job that ain't going to play in your car. It's certain ones that's never going to be played at your job. They just can't play that song at work. It's not safe for work, no matter how clean they edit it. You know what I'm saying? So in that, you get to live these different experiences with the music, but people be in such a rush to, like you say, Jay, control the algorithm and be a part of it, go viral, try to monetize, try to be a spectacle off of something that they, like, just enjoy it. Whatever happened to just enjoy it? Like, because a lot of people don't even know what they want to do. You ain't got to, and that's no shade. I'm just saying, like, of course, it's diving in. But I'm going to tell y'all something right now. That just dive in method was also a proponent of people pulling the wool over your eyes. Because if I get you to think that this shit easy, I can also get you to spend money on all the ancillary shit that I'm invested in, selling it to your ass, because I made you think it's easy to get into this shit. Meanwhile, I got you paying attention to me, coaching you, and you paying attention to all the shit that I create while I'm also selling you products. And I want y'all to look around, because if you got the tracking on Facebook and IG and Threads and TikTok and Twitter, and you know what I'm saying, and Twitch and all that shit there, and you shop online and all that, I want you to pay attention to that, because that's how they get you. You feel me? And I don't want, it's not like no conspiracy theory thing. I'm just letting you know, like, that is a part of advertising. Like, oh, okay, well, you think you can do this? Well, let me show you this. If you think you can do this, well, this is how you get into it. Go buy this. In fact, I got it for sale. In fact, here's a coupon code. Let that sit for a second. That's true too. But that's what I'm saying. But that's also what I mean. Like, some of them ain't necessary, because it's a lot of skip around albums. Don't get me wrong. But if you listen to, like, the ICEMAN album, he's saying some shit on that album. There's really no skips on that album. I ain't listened to the second two yet, or the second and the third one. But if you listen to ICEMAN, dog, if you listening to listen, like, which I know you a listener, that's why I say that, you know what I'm saying, and to the people who, be watching what I be saying and who fuck with, what I got going on. I know y'all listen to listen. So if you a type of person who actually listen to listen, it's a different type of album than what we used to getting from Drake, but it's not really outside of Drake's wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? It's not what everybody expected or wanted from Drake coming off the heels coming off the close of a battle and all that shit and wanting him to be petty and, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that just speaks to the toxicity of the audience or the public or the people or the community or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I done listened to a lot of people talk about, oh, but I wanted to hear him address this and I wanted to, like, why you won't, first of all, as a man, why do you want to see another man be petty and catty so bad? I be trying to figure that out. I be really trying to figure that out. Because as a man myself, I be liking to see men be a little bit bigger than that and show me, oh, shit, I ain't even thinking about that. Because let me show you what I got going on over here. Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, well, okay, yeah, you got my name in your mouth. Okay, I get it. You said all of those things. All right, some of them hurt. Some of it stung. Niggas done turned their back on me. All right, well, watch how I regroup. Let me show you I got this going on over here. And that's what I kind of feel like he doing. Like, all right, well, I got bigger fish to fry. All right, well, I didn't win that one. But, and that shit kind of hurt. That shit was stinging. Because, you know, I thought these niggas really fucked with me. And maybe I need to clean up the way I move a little bit. Moving on. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, Iceland joint was hard. Yeah, that's what I feel. And we was talking about that in the Discord too, where it's like, because, you know, obviously it's the Joe Budden Discord. So we talk about the takes that happen on Joe Budden and then we spin off into more conversation about it and how we feel about it. And they were saying, you know, it was a couple people saying how they felt like Joe's take on it. And y'all can go watch the Joe Budden podcast and see his take on it. They got a, you know, they did a public episode or a free episode and they got a Patreon episode clip or a Patreon clip where they, you know, they dive into it. But they didn't really dive into it. But they, you know, Joe was just saying, he basically saying the same thing. And I said the same thing too. I was like, it feels like he's actually trying to be vulnerable, which is what people been asking for. But this is Drake's version of vulnerable. Like, he's gonna say this and then he's gonna have a reflection moment and he's gonna make a joke about it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be Eminem. It's not gonna be Jay-Z. It's not gonna be Scarface. It's gonna be Drake. It's gonna be Drake's version of vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got they different. It's not gonna be Kanye. It's gonna be Drake. And that's one thing that I don't never understand too. Like, you don't expect all your friends to be the same. Because when I'm going through some rough shit, even if I rarely ever, I can't think of the last time I cried. Maybe one of my brothers can tell you. You feel me? But rarely do I ever cry. But even when I'm crying, I'm making jokes. We gonna get through this shit though. Feel me? Boy, this shit got me crying like a motherfucking pussy. Boy, I can't believe this shit. But that's alright though, boy. But that's alright though, because guess what? You know what I do. You know, whatever. You feel me? I turn myself back up and then I make a joke. But I'm just saying, people be comparing people to other people. Comparison is a thief of joy, first and foremost. But it's like, oh, well, I was expecting him to be more vulnerable. Like, you know, it's not like Mr. Morale. He's not Kendrick. Kendrick even told y'all, and y'all sung it all year. They not like us. They not like, he's not like Kendrick. His version of vulnerability, that word be fucking me up. Vulnerability. Don't expect for me to put that in no verses. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, his version of being vulnerable is different from everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say different shit when he's speaking on his life, and he's gonna speak about it in a different way. And just because you ask to know about somebody's life as a paying customer doesn't mean that you get to know about their life. You don't go in Wendy's and order food, and just because you order food from that same Wendy's every week, you don't ask the cashier how their kids doing. Oh, you can't tell me about your kids? Much money as I spend in here? I pay your bills. Like, how you sound? You feel me? But I feel like people have lost the art of actually doing that. Put the shoe on the other foot, you know, let's move this scenario around. You know, when they used to do those comprehensive exams and shit like that in school, that's what it used to be for a lot of it. Can you see the other side of this? Can you see, you know, what the other person saw? Can you see what the onlooker saw? You know what I'm saying? Looking at situations from different vantage points is important. So I say, if y'all watching this, man, it's still too early. If you want to really dissect that ICEMAN, put that shit in your playlist, put it on repeat, play it out. If you really want to get on this Death Wish, though, go to charliefunk.com. That's CharlieFunk.com, and play that shit out. Buy some of that music off of there. New album, Death Wish, on the way. Jay Morris got some music on there. In fact, I might actually drop some shit before Death Wish even come out. I might give y'all a mixtape of all original music before the album even come out, because I'm anxious to drop some music. So I might just start dropping singles and then prepare the Death Wish album. That way I can just give y'all something. Summer coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, the summer is on the way. Yeah, exactly. Give it a month. You feel me? So yeah. And I got a load of beats. Like, Jay Morris done sent me a bunch of beats. Drip on the Beat done sent me some beats. My dog Sam done sent me some beats. Burn Right done got some beats from Burn Right. Y'all know I got beats and songs from Vinny Sitting. I got beats from DJ Cyrus for Berg U. Like, we got music. It's plenty of music, you feel me? So the world just been crazy, and y'all know I'm in the community real heavy, so I just be trying to make sure the community is good, making sure the family is good, making sure I'm good, making sure the dog's good. You feel me? Because I'm a man first. You feel me? We on this planet. And also, we got some new shirts coming to the store. I'm finna launch Organic Art back here soon. Or we just gonna keep the store on charliefunk.com, and y'all can just go to the Charlie Funk merch store. But we gonna actually relaunch Organic Art with some new waves. And the You Feel Me shirts is on the way. You feel me? Believe that. These Edagiago shirts is coming back to the store. And I'm actually looking for some better, you know, some better quality tees, so y'all can get like that wide body tee. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get like the, you know what I'm saying? You know what, a newer cut. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it up to date for y'all. You know what I'm saying? This kind of like an old model. I've been wearing this one for years, so we gonna bring back, you know, revamp the new old designs and put them on, you know, new cuts of cloth. You know what I mean? Because it's the same message. Every day above ground is a good one. We stay inspired by love. That's why we say I excel. And I just heard that DAP is called, it ain't deposit anything positive. It's like dedication and pride or something like that. You feel me? And they started giving DAPs back in the Vietnam War. You feel me? The black men. You feel me? Started that DAP shit back in the Vietnam War to show our solidarity with each other. I think it's I gotta look it back up again, but I have to look it up on this phone. We'll come back with that, you feel me? But anyway, we withholding anything negative, withdrawing anything negative, deposit anything positive when you give me some DAP. Stay inspired by love. That's why we say I excel. And you know why we say Edagiago. Because every day above ground is a good one. Not every day above ground is a good day. Every day above ground is a good one. That's just one. And you start on two, and you get on two next, and you get to three, and then you just keep counting up, man. Count up. You feel me? Shout out to Golden Boy. You feel me? Shout out to the chicken, man. You feel me? And shout out to my Wuzzies, man. Family over everything, you feel me? Edagiago shit. Straight up. I excel. Again, congratulations to all graduates. High school graduates, college graduates, grad school graduates. You know, it's a lot of people getting they tassels turned to the other side over the next couple weeks, and I'm real proud of y'all, especially the ones that's coming straight out of our community, ready to do some solid work for the community, not just to line their pockets up, but to, you know, give back. It's a beautiful thing when you can line your pockets and give back. That's sustainability right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, I'm gonna sign on off because I got other things to do with my Sunday. I gotta mix this music. I gotta run through some more music to see what we're gonna put out on these new tapes. Might drop a freestyle or something like that. So yeah, charliefunk.com. You Feel Me shirts on the way. Death Wish on the way. Music on the way. Go stream. Go play. Stream yourself playing Scooter Flow. That's what y'all need to go do. The Scooter Flow game. My music is on there. I'm on the official soundtrack for Scooter Flow, which is on Xbox Live and PS5. That's the news that I should have said. I should have opened up with that. My song Still, produced by Prime, the producer. You feel me? Prime, the beat maker. You know what I'm saying? Of the Untouchables. Produced by Prime of the Untouchables. Produced by Prime of the Untouchables. That is a St. Pete record. You feel me? Prime is from St. Pete. I'm from St. Pete. This is St. Pete music. They done put 2 St. Pete players on a PlayStation video game, on an Xbox video game. They got it on Steam too. So Scooter Flow is the most realistic scooter game on the market. It's some other ones trying to compete, but they cannot compete. Shout out to Eyeball Really. You already know what time it is, man. They cannot compete. Use your eyeballs and go see it for yourself. Go play Scooter Flow. Download it off Xbox Live. It's only like $14, $15. I'm itching to really, I'm trying to stay, you know, I told y'all I got some things I got to do so we can continue to bring y'all this content and turn this shit all the way back up for y'all the way we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And I only got a little bit of ways to go. So it's like, do I want to go get an Xbox or a PlayStation right now just so I can play the game for y'all and stream it on Twitch? Just trying a whole lot, you feel me? We got a few more things to do, but I need y'all to do it for me. Hit them clips up, you feel me? If you streaming on Twitch, listen, I buy the game for you. It's an investment. Let's collab. But I need you to play Scooter Flow. You feel me? Play Still on Scooter Flow by Charlie Funk with no E. That's CharliFunk. It's Charlie with no E. GPT, algorithmically modulating P. It's only pressure when you paying me. I'm planting seeds. Booted to the root. It ain't no swaying me. You can't be saying gourmet and salmon and sweet potato me. I'm moving plates. Pull up out the cake until I'm moving straight. This ain't no move and take. I might just poke it if her booty fake. That's all. I'ma just poke it. I don't want nothing to do with it if her booty fake. She ride it like it's a Peloton and she run away. I think she think I'm trying to sell her some. I ain't come to play that carbon copy shit. Hardly rich, but I be popping shit. I'm funky and I'm too fly to not be right here on top of shit. So I gotta stay on top of shit. Feel me? Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. You know, we on our sync license journey. You know, we want to make sure that, you know, life is what happens while listening to music. And that's why I say, if in order to make it more digestible, fuck it, we put it where y'all at. You know, everybody might not go search Charlie with no E. They might be using the swipe keyboard and forget that my name don't have an E in it. You know how many people do that? I had somebody send me links from somebody else talking about, oh, I love this song. I'm like, this is not me. That's cool and all, no diss, but I don't even rap like that at all. That ain't even my style. You know what I'm saying? So I figure we gonna put it where y'all at. You know what I'm saying? Let's enjoy our time with it. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people like to play games, stuff like that. So if you like to play games, if you streaming, shit, let me meet you in your world. Oh yeah, I'm over here in your world too. Pull up that Scooter Flow. Yeah, I'm over there on there. You feel me? I'm over there on there. You feel me? I need to talk to Scooter Flow about putting Charlie Funk in there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go buy me a scooter and I'm gonna get me a helmet. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna learn how to do me a couple tricks on the scooter. And then y'all can put me as a character in the game too, you feel me? As an honorary, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna only be like level 1, you feel me? It's like I'm like a training, you feel me? And check out Beezy stream too, man. Y'all need to go check out Beezy better on Twitch as well, because Beezy got me in there as a sim, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a goth, hip-hop goth sim, you feel me? Yeah, a DLC character, you feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Like, just, you know, just honorary. I ain't really in here for nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know, a bonus. You might have to spend some points just to get me as a skin or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Some slight. Put some Edagiago shirts in there, you know what I'm saying? So you can go cop them out the store with your dunks and all that shit there. You know what I'm saying? Something slight. That way you can be in the game literally just vibing. Need to talk to them about adding some more music too. I done already initiated that conversation though. So y'all hit up Scooter Flow on IG. Y'all hit up Scooter Flow on Twitter. Y'all hit up Scooter Flow the game. Y'all make sure y'all go get that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that thing is only like $15 in the store. So it ain't like it's a crazy game, but you can be playing it all damn day. That's why I need to go get me a new Xbox. I got the Xbox One. I need to go get a Series X and stop playing with myself. But we got a lot going on. Do I have time to play Xbox right now? No. I'm mixing music every day. I'm working out. You feel me? My chest getting bigger. You know, I'm keeping up with Benji, keeping up with Louis. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing art. I need to go get some panels. I still ain't brought out the panels so I can actually start on these other 2 art projects. But like I say, the music, I'm dedicated to it. Y'all know me. Once I get in that mode, you know what I'm saying? I'm always in that mode usually. But you know, life be life, and so you got to take care of what you got to take care of to make sure the business keep going. You got to take care of business, y'all. You got to take care of business. It's a must. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't to say that the shit got, you know, shit get crazy, but you know, you take care of business so shit don't get crazy. Does that make sense? Okay. Take care of business, y'all. But like I say, I'm gonna get on out of here because we got more things to do with our Sunday. Ain't that right, Benji? Let's plant something. Let's get something in modulation. And let's mix something. And like I say, we'll probably drop us a freestyle. So I'm gonna probably get to writing that and you know, doing some mixes on that. Got some shit for y'all, boy. I promise you that, boy. I got some shit for y'all, boy. Ooh, I got some shit for y'all. I got some. Hey, and shout out to G Space too. Shout out to Honeycomb. Like I say, we was out there partying with them a couple of weeks ago. It was a couple of weeks ago. I was supposed to rock with them last weekend, but it was Mother's Day weekend. So we didn't get a chance to do that because I don't be liking to ruin people Mother's Day or any other holiday. But listen, stay tuned. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Stay tuned. Go follow G-Space. Go follow Honeycomb on all streaming platforms. Go follow Beezy. Go follow Yosh too. You feel me? And Buddha too. You feel me? I don't know if y'all in the chat, but y'all put y'all links in the chat. I don't know if y'all on YouTube or Twitch. I don't know if y'all still in the Discord. But be that as it may. Meantime, tween-time. It's 2 E's. Edagiago Environmental. Stay inspired by love. I'm the IXLian Charlie Funk, lead modulator, one of the lead mechanics in the garage. Shout out to Mech. And yeah. I might be here to grant your death wish. Death wish on the way, IXL. New projects and shit on the way. I got some other projects too lined up. I might just give y'all those just randomly. Just because I'm feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, believe that. Most definitely. Yeah, you know we on that. You know we definitely on that. Look, I'm saying when. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other.